Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do Sachs and Violens, issue number 4 by Epic Comics, made by Peter David and George Perez. This is the last issue, so let's dive in. By the way, awesome, freaking fantastic cover. So we see JJ, who is in the hospital, all battered up, and his sister and the cops are here. And they, the sister is very concerned about her safety and her well-being, but the cops, they want to know what's going on and what happened, because this is a little bit in the future, or well, in the present, because something happened in this comic. So, so what happens in issue 1 until 3, and check out my views of that. The cops are searching for Sachs and Violens, JJ, and Herbert Schultz. But Herbert is nowhere to be found, and she is, making a confession about what happened, and what happened with the within the past about with the child smugglers and the child, how do you say, people that doing snuff movies, and that she is being hunting them because of her friend that died, and she wants to have revenge. And then she went on and tried to get to the bottom of all these people that did that. And so she explains that she was in an apartment with Herbert, and she was looking into a movie, but Herbert is how do you say, dreaming or having a nightmare, and we see a bit of his past about what happened there, and that the terrible things that he witnessed, and that people make very light about it. They laughed about what some people endured during Vietnam, because the next thing was coming on. AIDS was coming. So that was the next big topic, and it was that the Vietnam veterans was a cliche. What happened to them and how it all ended. It was a terrible situation back then. Also that he witnessed a lot of horrible stuff, like children dying, mothers and sons, and lying there and bleeding out, and he couldn't take it anymore. And then we see here that he is waking up, and Sachs says, hey, are you all right? Do you need some sleep? He says, well, no, I just had a nightmare or a dream. So let's move on. So he puts that all aside, and then it's Mardi Gras time, by the way. So yeah, and look at this. It looks freaking fantastic. So yeah, they are doing the. Is it Mardi Gras? Is that a place, by the way, or is that just an event? Wait a minute. This is in New Orleans, right? And Mardi Gras is an event. I'm sorry, I'm not from that area, as you know. Never been there, but looks fantastic. Anyway, so they're going outside and having fun, but that's not really the case, because Moloch, the big guy from the last issue, escaped, and they found in the lair of the Moloch this, whatever it is, an amulet or medallion, and he explains that this is a Kriwi medallion, and it's a society that organizes parades for the Mardi Gras, and there is different, like Lex and Kong and Kono, and the Raya, they went underground because they were practicing satanic rituals. That's what the rumor said. And so JJ says, how do you know all of this? I used to be around here back when I was young and robust. And all these people having fun and sex. And, well, off screen here, he takes Herbert, and he pulls her into an alley to have sex with them. But they are being watched by someone called Rock Muncher. Coming back later to that one. So they are going, looking for the location where they went underground, and instead of they are looking, finding Satanists, they are finding, zealots, religious zealots about, as you can see here, shouting, "Oh, you're going to hell!" and "Repent, repent!" And Herbert, says, "Hey, you're gonna wait here. I'm gonna ask some questions." But then she sees the shape of the Moloch, and she shouts, "Arne!" But Arne is already, talking to these fanatics, and he just, being casual. He says, "Hey guys, you are dead on. This is a celebration of depravity. But what can anyone do about it?" So this guy automatically spills the beans. He says, "You'll be amazed. I mean, with bush and quail replaced by an adulterous pot smoker, you can forget about morality from on high. We, the people, are going to show everyone. You just wait and see." And then his buddies comes and said, "Dude, hey, Chung, maybe you should shut up." And the other says, "Go home, Gramps." So Arne goes back to JJ. He grabs her at the butt, but then it turns around and he says, "My name is Leo." Oh, that cracked me up. So is this a guy in a dress not in a dress, and you know what I mean. This was fun. So JJ is, using his skills to listen to Moloch because he's here, and she hears about the fact that they planted a bomb on some kind of a car that runs through Mardi Gras, and they want to blow it up, and they want to use the religious fanatics to do it or get the blame. The story is here now a little bit confusing because they went to child trafficking and child pornography and snuff movies and killing and murdering to blowing people up on the streets. I don't know why. I don't know. But then this happens. So Rock Muncher found her, and he pulls her up, or she pulls her up, and she says, "You are here, aren't you? The letter lady from up east. Come here, scrumptious." She says also, "I was spying you. Well, I was spying you with my little eye earlier from Big O's balcony, buffing some guy in a coat." Well, she means Schultz, or and then she throws a star at her arm, and she, falling down, and she's in the dumpster and she's fleeing. She says, "Arne, we need to get out of here." And Moloch and Rock Muncher are following her, and then Leo also shows up and he says, "Hey, Arne, do you have any difficulties?" He says, "Stay out of this, Leo." "Where do you know him from?" says JJ. She's later. We got a big problem. So Leo rips out his, his pearls off his neck. And then this happens. And he says, "I did what I could, Bernie. Adieu, mon cœur." Or how do you say it? I don't know. I cannot speak French. But that cracked me up. It was so out of the blue. Meanwhile, they want to find the... I've got a trading card here. Or what is it? Is it a trading card? Something like that. Anyway, so JJ wants to find the bomb that is, here in the parade. But then Arne is just... He says, "Enough, JJ. I cannot play along with this anymore. Risking our necks is one thing, but there's a million people here. We tell the cops right now." So basically he admits that this is getting way out of hand. So there's a couple of cops here, and she instantly recognized that guy. It was also this guy. And it seems that, they are on the run, and cops are following them, and they just found her, and they're just running after the cops. The cops running after them. So they go into the crowd, and look at this. Jesus Christ. George Perez really outdid himself with this. So they're trying to escape the cops, but also finding the car or whatever it is. They call it a floater or something, to disarm the bomb. And people don't know what's going on, and Arne and Sachs just kicking and screaming and try to make room for them, but also try to scare these people away. So they found the car, and so they jump the car, and Arne just pulls out his, I don't know, automatic gun and shoots everybody. Well, not shoots in the air so that people disperse. But then he says, oh, there's a bomb, and he doesn't know if it's, like 3 hours or 3 minutes. So he jumps on the car, and he tries to, drive it away from the crowd. And JJ wants to come with him. He says, what are you doing? And he says, I love you, JJ. You're the demented wacko of my dreams. Now get lost. And JJ in the hospital explaining this whole situation, she says, Arne wasn't to try to hurt anyone. He was trying to save everybody. He was a hero. And we see this person jumps on the car. And he says, yeah, sure. He wrapped other floats and a bunch of people that trampled him when he fired over their heads. It was just his way of showing he cared. Well, I'm not sure if that's the case, JJ, but hey. So Ruckmuncher is trying to get rid of Arne, but then JJ is still on board, and he, tried to get, help Arne with escaping, or, well, it's not really escaping. And there is a fight between them, and she reminds me of a wrestler of AEW called Sonny Kiss. It looks a lot of like him. Yeah, it's a him. Anyway, but that's besides the point. I just noticed the whole look. Okay, so she's getting beat up really, really badly, and I don't want to show you too much, but any other way, this is also the last issue, so why not? So she's getting beat up a lot, and she is, you can see what happened to her. That's the reason why she's, oh shit, nudity, fuck. That's why she's looking like that in the hospital right now. And then Arne turns around and he says, hey, Ruckmuncher, munch this. And, well, she's Swiss cheese. And then he says, oh God, JJ, you never knew when to let something go. And then he's driving to I believe the harbor, and then this is happening. So the car is exploding, and she is here lying in bed because, well, the story ends, and she's very upset, and she also says then he's now dead, and if he's alive, he basically begs the cop not to look for him, and also off screen, well, not off screen, the cop wants, he thinks that the story is so fantastic, he sees, I really don't get that, but like movie deals and TV deals, and, he thinks he's going to be rich or something. It's just really weird. So her sister and the cop's going outside. Well, the cop's going outside, and but then it's not over, because Moloch is here. And Moloch wants her dead. And he says, and she says, she's getting delirious. No, she's getting dead. She and the cop outside can compare notes in hell. And then, I don't know, it's just, okay, so the sister attacks, has, I don't know, Kung Fu skills. I didn't know she had that, or maybe I did, but I probably forgot. But Moloch is way too strong. So, but she jumps on his back, and then he falls onto the bed with JJ, and she gets the needle, and it's full of air, and then she jacks it into his veins, and then this happens. So I think, oh man, this is gonna be the big conclusion, right? So this is gonna be it, the ultimate fight, the battle to the death, and okay, well, no, that's not gonna happen. So then this is happening. So this is Arne. I see, what happened to your hair? Did he have some kind of a hat? I don't know. I cannot see it. So Arne is here, and Moloch is dead because of the needle. So the cop comes in, and then he says, freeze. And the sister says, Mr. Timing. And he says, it was him, wasn't it? Yes, he came back for her. Though they left you Moloch. Arne said they have to be like sharks now. Keep moving or die. He says, damn. Cheer up, Lieutenant. the better for you, right? As long as they're on the run, you can milk more blood money out of the story of Sachs and Violens. And that's the end of the story. What? What? No, it cannot be the end. I need to have the big payoff. I like. Oh no, no. Oh man. And we have some cool art by Lee Weeks and Mark Beecham, I guess. It says here Mark Beecham and Lee Weeks. Man, I'm so disappointed with the ending. I mean, I really like the series, but it seems that this story was going nowhere, and they have to make some kind of a, conclusion. And I don't know, man. It's just the art looks fantastic, and Peter David, can't do no wrong. But this is not his best work. So yeah, and I don't know what more to say. It feels so disappointing. Although, the art is great and the violence is great and the sex is great. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, man. Yeah, I see you next time. Bye-bye.